Well, hello, tubes of you, and happy New Year. It is 3:58 a.m. on the 1st of January, 2023. That math is hard. 1989, 2023, 23 plus 11, 34. 34 years ago, I started writing this diary. Did I put a time on that first entry? I did not. 34 years ago. Would have been fitting if I would have started doing this on New Year's Eve, but I did not. So my New Year's festivities this year consisted of me sitting right here in this very chair, talking to people through this very camera, through the magic and wonder of the internet. I did not have a party. I thought about having a Zoom party. That's what I did last year and the year before. It was a lot of fun. This year, I almost completely missed New Year's. Like it wasn't even really a thought. Like I got back, I got back from Cancun on November 12th, late the night of November 12th, and went to St. Pete the weekend after that. But beyond that, I didn't really care to go anywhere. Camping trip in a couple of weeks that I'm looking forward to. But other than that, I've been home, digging it. So tonight I didn't have any thoughts of going anywhere. There's still a pandemic happening. I didn't have any thoughts of doing that. I was going to have a small house party, but that's not really so easy to do when you're 47 years old and it's been a pandemic for the last 3 years, 2 years, however long, the eternity that has been 2020 something. Um, so hung out on Discord, watched a movie with a cool little app or browser extension called Teleparty. We watched a dumb movie. I'm not even going to tell you what movie we watched. I mean, it was entertaining in parts, but it was dumb. A lot of toxic masculinity and among other things. And then we hung out and then we started watching Glass Onion. And at the most we had 5 people and someone would pop out and in, but there were 2 of us who started it and we just closed it down with the addition of one other person. Anyway, I am very tired, but I'm hoping to get to spend time with my West Coast love before he retires for the evening. And it's only 1 o'clock in the morning for him. So even though it's 4 for me, I'm not going to bed yet. So I thought I'd spend some time with you now that I've been talking for 5 minutes. Let's get started, shall we? This is quite an entry. Sunday, March 12th, 1989, 2:28 p.m. Stephen told me that he doesn't love me anymore. I don't believe him. If he didn't love me, then he wouldn't act the way he does when I'm around. I can see it in his eyes, too. They're really gorgeous, with a capital G. So is he. I still love him, but not as much. It's more like a love you have for real close friends, you know? And I still think we'll end up getting back together soon. In a way I want to, but in a way I don't. It's so confusing. We're drifting, though. We hardly ever talk anymore. mainly in first, second, and sixth, never lunch. He's always with Bonnie and her clan. It doesn't bother me much, at least not anymore. I'm really starting to let go. Pretty soon it'll be completely over, and then I can truly get on with my life. But I'll just take it one day at a time. It won't be too long now. It doesn't really hurt anymore, and that's the first sign of healing. Was it just the last one when I said I love him like a brother? Was it the one before that? Good grief. I love him, but I don't love him as much. I love him. I can't live without him. I love him more than anything ever. I love him more than life. We never talk anymore. Only in half the classes of our day, first, second, and sixth. What was first hour? First hour together. I know sixth was social studies. I don't remember what second was either. Seventh was earth science. Sixth was like health, PE, gym. Fifth was study hall. Oh, wait, no, I said fourth was lunch, and was gym, and we went to lunch during that period, I think. Third was math with Miss Downing. So I guess he and I had English together. Who was the English teacher? Or maybe Miss Downing was second, and he and I had Miss Downing together. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. I'm just curious. Bonnie and her clan. I don't know who Bonnie is either. Maybe I'll be able to fill this in when, we do our interview or video or whatever we do. Still think we'll end up getting together. Never talking lunch. We had lunch together, but girls and boys had PE and health class separately, of course. So, oh no, wait, I think maybe that was just the sex ed section. I do remember being in health class with him and his buddy. Anyway, it's the first sign of healing. I'm so mature. I knew so much. Let's move on. Lori Hayworth is going to try and set me up with David. I hope it works. I want to go with him. I want to go with him so bad. We'd be good together. Stephen would die, though. It'll be so funny because him and David just don't get along at all. I can't wait. Please let him say yes. It means so much to me. What I just remembered as I read this entry before I recorded this is I think David used to bully Stephen. Like I think, yeah, I think David was not a nice guy. I feel like he used to pick on Stephen, maybe not beat him up, but I feel like he used to pick on him and call him gay. I had such wonderful taste. I liked the bad boys. Jackie isn't around so much anymore. I'm kind of glad, but even that doesn't matter anymore. She hasn't written back to my last note either. Wonder what's going on. I don't care. She's gone, and that's what counts. Jackie Spence, whose only offense, Jackie Spence, whose only offense was liking my boyfriend. I mean, she said some nasty things about me too, but I said nasty things about her. It's what dumb high school girls did. Wonder what's going on. I don't care. She's gone, and that's what counts. Maybe she had a different boyfriend. I don't remember. She had freckles. I feel like I remember that she was cute. Maybe that's what my problem was. Maybe I had a crush on her. I mean, I'd already had crushes on girls. Heather and I had already been like, we were like done at this point. Um, Spoiler alert. Um, there was no more Heather in here that I recall. Okay, final paragraph. David's starting to flirt with me again. He grabbed my ass when I got off the bus Friday. I'm glad he's noticing me again. Maybe I do stand a chance with him. 13, going on 14. And a boy is showing me attention. And how does he do that? He grabs my ass. He touches me. I didn't ask him to touch me. Apparently, I liked it. I remember being excited about it. I definitely remember that. I remember the butterflies in my tummy that it gave me. I remember he had these eyes and this blonde hair. He probably had a big nose. God, I'm gonna go look back at his pictures. He's probably got like a long nose. A thing about noses. I guess I always have. Steve had an interesting nose too. But yeah, he groped me, groped on the bus, and nothing happened. Bus driver probably didn't see it, you know. That's the kind of thing we did. Was it was it wrong? Probably. Do I feel traumatized by it? Not really. But, I can start to see the pattern that develops and that has been with me through my whole life. Was always hypersexual. I don't feel trauma around it. Like looking back with adult lenses, I feel like it was wrong, but I don't remember hating myself about it. I don't remember feeling shame about it. It's interesting though. But looking back, I just see the pattern of letting myself be treated this way by men. But then again, I flirted and I put myself out there. It's really awkward looking back then, though. I know my yearbook picture is terrible. It's so bad. My haircut was just, I think I probably had a shag haircut. Does anybody watching this even know what that is? That I think I mean, it's a haircut that's always come back in style. I think it's called a wolf cut now, maybe. I've watched a couple of videos of, of people giving themselves wolf cuts, and I'm pretty sure it's just the haircut I had growing up. My mom always liked it. Shag haircut, layers. So terrible. Because I can picture myself in the Christmas pictures taken there. I will share this. I promise I will share this. Just don't feel like digging any of that out. I'd like to scan them, you know, not just like hold them up to the camera, that can be linked in the notes if I ever get my website up. Because this is part of a bigger project. I'm sure I've mentioned that. It's not just about my diaries. I do record other things as well. But I wanted to make sure I got something down. I haven't recorded in a week. It's been the holidays, and I had an out-of-town guest last minute decide to come stay for Christmas. And so we were just hanging out and, been working. So I'm not getting the viewership that I hoped, but I expect eventually it'll pick up and folks will tune in. Maybe it's just not that good. Maybe I'm delusional. Delusional, delusional, boy, losing your mind. I don't even know if those are the words, but I did hear that song earlier in a TikTok. Delusional by Mariah Carey, I think. I think she's talking about Eminem in that video or in that song. That's what I've heard. My hair looks really cute tonight. My eyes are really dry. The blanket fell down. Oh, wrong side. Back here because I was opening up the blinds to look outside to see if any of my neighbors' houses were on fire because it's New Year's Eve. Well, it's New Year's Day now, but it was New Year's Eve and it sounded like it was a war zone outside because I'm in Jacksonville, in Arlington. Yeah. So, a lot of explosions, not a lot of crackle to follow those explosions. So there were just like mortars or something. I don't know, whatever you call them. They were just loud. And there were gunshots. I've for sure heard guns discharged. Such is the life living in the city. I'm not calling the fucking cops. Fuck the police. A cab. Don't at me. Or at me. I don't care. Defund the police. Black Lives Matter. Hardcore. Fuck that. Okay. I have this window because during the day and Zoom calls make it really backlit. Oh, I'm gonna have to edit that out or I'm gonna have to do some sort of editing there. I just showed nipples. It's not allowed. Whoops. Anywho, thanks for hanging out. I think it's time to just wrap this up because it's after 4 in the morning. I'm very tired. So thanks for being here. I hope you all have a wonderful, safe, happy new year. And if you're watching this in the future, please tell me it's better. Please, please tell me the future is better. Okay. Good night, kids. I'll see you next time. Ooh, shake it up. The next entry is another good one. And then there are 2. And then we have part 2. And a video with Stephen is going to happen for that last entry. Just haven't coordinated it yet. So stay tuned. Good night.